Okay. Um, I welcome everyone to today's session. Today we are going to look at how to design a PowerPoint presentation, both on desktop and mobile. Talk about maybe if you want to create a presentation on your desktop computer, on your laptop, on your phone. This is what this session is all about. And this session is brought to you by Yaka Digital Network, where digital learning is originating from. So before we dive into the session, I'm going to invite one of us to give us an opening prayer, and then we get started. You could raise your hand, you give us an opening prayer, and then we get started. If you're ready, raise your hand and you lead us into the opening prayer. Okay, I'm going to invite Bosco. Unmute.
Let's humble ourselves as we pray. Father, we want to thank you for this beautiful time. We want to thank you for this day. We want to thank you for this lesson that we are going to undertake. Father, we invite you that may you come and guide us, give us knowledge and wisdom, that as we are going through it, may you make us understand, and may you make us to know and to educate and to impart to our educators whom we are going to give knowledge to. Father, we believe in you, we trust you. In Jesus' name we pray and believe. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Bosco, for leading us into the opening prayer. So from here, I'm going to invite our facilitator, Nimungu McCarvin, to lead us into this session on how to create a presentation on both mobile and desktop. Nimungu Carvin, you're welcome.
Yes, members, good afternoon. I would like to first of all welcoming you to this session. So basically what I'm going to be doing in this session is learning how to just use a PowerPoint. I'm going to teach you basics and also some extra tips that can help your presentations pop out and stand out. Yeah, so I'm going to show you on Microsoft PowerPoint. It's a common one that we have, and most of the things I'm going to teach you will also work on previous versions. So I'll be using 2013, the version 2013, but we'll work on previous versions and also 2014 and 15. Yeah, so then for using Mac, it will be the same. Nothing will be new. And then also I'll show you on Google Slides. Google Slides is like it's just it only works on online. Yeah, so you need some internet connection to use Google Slides. Then also I'll teach you how to use WPS, which is a software for phones, yeah, Android and iPhone to work. So yeah, so basically we're going to just be looking at a few basics. So let me show you some of them. So this is what we shall be looking at here. We're going to just be looking at how to open a PowerPoint software. As you can see, I've indicated that there are 4 ways. There are 4 ways to actually opening the actual software to just start. There are 4 ways in which you can do that. Then to create the actual presentation, I'll also show you how to do that. You're generally out of PowerPoint, telling you what most of the things mean when you open PowerPoint, what they do, what they mean, what you see on your screen. And I'll also be showing you how to add slides. Yes, there are 3 ways. Editing text, this means like bolding, all those things. I'll show you how to design slides, how to insert images, video and audio files, transitions, animations, and also the smart art diagram feature. This is found there on PowerPoint. It's a very, very unique and powerful feature. That's why people ignore it. But I'll also show you what it does and how it can also help your presentation stand out. Yeah, so starting off, I'm going to show you how to open the actual software. So now, the 4 ways, let me open this Microsoft presentation. The first way is by going to this small search icon down here in your bar. So here is where you can search anything that's in your PC, anything that's that the PC allows you to use. So you cannot search for something like operating system and the PC will give you. It only gives you things that you need. So this is why you can search for Microsoft, or you can just type PowerPoint and it will give you the software or the app. Then you'll click it and it will open. Then also another way in which you can do that is by right clicking on the desktop. Is it right? Yes, it's right. So you right click on the desktop, then you come to this new word here. So you come, just hover on it, or you can click on it to lock it in. Then you slide down and look for Microsoft PowerPoint, just like this. Yeah. So again, when you open it, it will create for you the PowerPoint here on your desktop. Then you can name it what you want. So you give it a simple name or whatever you're going to be presenting. And after you start, then another way is now for people who are going to be doing your name, they usually want you to create a folder first. Okay. They will want you to first create a folder. So you'll create a folder on your desktop. Then when you open it, you do the same thing that you've done on your desktop. Basically right clicking, then after you go to new, and then you'll find it here just like that. It will again open the same way you did on the desktop. Yeah, that's the fourth way. And then that's the third. Then the fourth way is by when you have the icon on your desktop, Microsoft PowerPoint, you basically right click it, and after they'll open for you, they'll let you open a presentation. Yeah, very simple, very basic. So now I'm going to use this presentation on the desktop here. It open real quick. So when you open it, like when you just open it and still new, this is what you will see. This is exactly what you will see. So you will have a blank presentation here that you can open, and then you'll have extra templates or themes that you can use. If you don't have time to make like a presentation from scratch, you can use those templates here. They can help you out, quicken you use less time to present, and yeah, things will go faster. So, but for our case, since I'm going to be showing you everything that you will be doing, we shall be using a blank presentation here. Yeah. So let me just show you what we shall be doing. So we're going to learn how to basically make this kind of headings, how to underline such things, adding themes. I'll show you how to do such small diagrams on your presentations, adding pictures, editing your text, making charts. Yeah, adding also images, yes, just like this, adding video files, audio files, though they're not here in this presentation. I'm going to be adding them as we go on. Then also, yeah, such things, very simple, very basic. So yeah, so now let's now open a new presentation here. So we shall be using this one here. So now you can see now there's no slide, there's nothing here in this current presentation. As you can see, it's just empty. It's just showing us click to add first slide, meaning there's nothing. And then you can see up here we have different icons, different shapes. So starting from the top up here, where you see file, home, insert, design, animation, slideshow, review, those words there are actually called tabs. And tabs, each tab holds a certain group of tools. Yeah. So what you see when you see now this home, this is the home tab, and in the home tab we have this set of tools which are categorized in groups. Yeah. So these are the groups: clipboard, slides, font, paragraph, drawing, then editing. Then editing here behind. Yeah. So now each group, you see what you're seeing here is just the basic tools that you'll be needing in that particular group, but there are always more tools behind these small icons here. You can see most of the groups have the small icon. This icon is called a launch button. Basically just gives you extra set of tools that are in that particular group. Yeah, so same thing when I go to insert, we have different groups with different tools. Also in design, tools with different groups, just like that. Yeah, so now let us now start by making a new slide so that we can now make a presentation. So now, of course, now this is straightforward. They'll tell you click to add first slide. So you basically click, and then your first slide will pop up just like this. So normally your first slide is up. People who are annotating, please, it's destructive. So yeah, I was saying now, the first slide is supposed to be your title slide. Yeah, because when you're starting your presentation, you will start from here and then you'll proceed. So you have to make sure you make this as bold as possible. Make it just don't put in a lot of things in it. Put in some pictures, but it should have just the what you'll be talking about in your presentation. So for our case, we shall be going with we shall be using the topic of pollution, yeah, because it's a very simple topic. So you start by putting in your title. Yes, pollution. Then you can put in your name down here. I'm going to put in my name. Yes, just like this. So now that you have done this is the first slide, title slide. So you cannot just have a slide that looks like this and you say you have a title slide. First of all, the title has to be bold and maybe all of it must be in uppercase or capital letters. Then this one is okay, it can be small, it can be basic, but your main title should be a bit bold. And so now what you can do is by highlighting, you can highlight by clicking and dragging, or you can double click on the word, then to highlight for you the whole thing. Then up here as well, you'll find those basic things. These ones here, everyone should be knowing them, nothing new. Now you've already typed in your thing and your word and it's in lowercase, but you don't want to remove it and again retype it in capitals. You can just come here. There's this icon here that shows small a and capital A and the small a. When you click this small drop down menu, you can choose now here, capitalize each word or tag okay, such things. So you choose uppercase to make all of it capital letters. Then you press underline and then yeah, you have your title. At least it's big and bold enough. Yeah, so now the next thing that we're going to be doing is adding now another slide, because we need more than one slide. You cannot have just a title and then say you have a slide. So adding a slide, we have, remember I told you there are many ways. I think there are 3 ways. So the first way is in the home tab under the slide group, there's this small icon here that says new slide. You can click this first part, this top part here, will just wait for your slide straight away. And it will just be your normal title and content slide, nothing much on it. But let me first delete it and show you other formats of slides. So when you click this drop down menu here, we have title slide. This is the main slide that we're on right now here. Then title and content. This is what had come up when I just pressed that first thing. Yeah. Then we have a section header. Then 2 contents. Maybe you want to make a comparison, you can use that. So even this one I was talking about comparison, so this can do the same. They are similar. So shall be using title and content because that's the one which is common and basic. Yeah. So in the title and content slide, this is where we shall be putting our let's say now in pollution, let us put there shall put there the types of pollution. So which I will have to ask you to help me out. Yeah, that's how we shall engage. So if you just have any type of pollution in your head, you can just tell me. You should just raise up your hand and yeah. So types of pollution. Okay, types of pollution. Anyone can raise up your hand. Okay, so raise up your hand. Go ahead, Faith.
Air pollution.
Okay, we have air pollution. Thank you, Karen. Okay, someone has said water pollution. Thank you. I'm seeing people are giving answers in the chat. Okay, should we use these 3? These are the ones Johnson. Okay. All right. So let us move on. So now I'm going to be using those ones. So now air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution. Yeah. So now what you can do now with this slide is maybe we can just basically bold up the title here. We highlight and maybe just press bold to bold it just like that. Yeah. So now up here in the ribbon section. This is the ribbon. Under the tab, those tools there are in a ribbon. That whole line there is called a ribbon. Yeah, so you go to design tab, you have a ribbon. All of those are called ribbons. Yeah, then I've told you about the launch bar, then slide. Then here on the side, I did not talk about this. Here on the side, we have the thumbnail area. These small things these small boxes here are called thumbnails. They just basically show you a preview of the slide that's behind that thumbnail. yeah, then your current thumbnail will always be highlighted with this orange rectangle. Yeah, so now that's what the thumbnail area is for. Then down here, this part here where it's saying slide 2 or slide 2 is called the status bar. This status bar, yes, status bar. This is where it just basically shows you what's happening in your presentation. Here is where you can start a slideshow. This is for zooming in and out in case maybe you want to see something clear or the images are small. Yeah, then this is just a reading view. Then this is the slide sorter. Yeah, so this will just show if you have any grammatical error or spelling errors. That's very simple. Let me just close that. Yeah, that's what this part here is. So I think I've covered most of the terms and tools. Yeah, so I've showed you how to add slides. So yeah, so that the way I showed you how to add slides was by using this one here. So another way to add a slide is by right clicking on your sound pollution. Okay, so right clicking on the thumbnail area will give you this small drop down menu where you can select this, where you can add a slide. So you press new slide and it will give you the titled content slide. Very simple. Yeah, that's another way you can do it. Then another way, the last way, the third way is by using the shortcut on your keyboard by pressing Control M. Control M is what will give you a new slide. So you press Control M. It's this slide 4 came up. Let me delete it and do it again. Control M, slide 4 came. I did not use the mouse. I did not use this or right click here. So that's the last way we can add a slide. Then I've told you the basic ways of editing your text, like maybe italics, underlining, adding shadows. This is a feature only in PowerPoint. It's just for making your presentation pop out. You'll not find it in Word document. Then strike through. This one is in all the softwares. Character spacing, uppercase, highlighting. This is color, font color. Then this increases your font by 2. I don't know the units. Just increases your font size by 2. Then this one here decreases your font size by 2. Yeah. Then this is to clear all formats. So this clears anything that I've added. So let's say now, let me give an example for this. If I put in italics and if I put in bold and I underline, sorry about that. Then I underline, maybe we'll change the color to red. So you see all this that I've put in. When I click on, when I highlight everything and then I click this clear all formatting, it will remove everything that has been put on this current text. As you can see now, it's back to the way it was. Yeah, everything goes. Yeah. So that's what this I think that's everything about this font tab. Then of course extra options I told you by clicking this launch button, you get extra font like character spacing and font options. Double strike through. You not find those things here. Superscript and subscript. Don't say that they're not present in PowerPoint. They're just in the launch button. You'll find them there. Yeah. Okay. So now that's how we can edit text. So now adding design to our slides. I'm going to first show you how to do the things thereafter. We shall do a proper presentation after showing you how to do the basic things. So now design, and that one now common. Just that what you can do is maybe you can customize your own. You can make your own custom background, custom design. Yeah, you don't have to rely on this. But these are enough actually. For those who don't want to waste a lot of time, you can just use ones that are already pre-made by Microsoft. So you come in and select, maybe you select this. When you just hover on it, it shows you a preview. So I hover on this to show me what it will look like. I hover on this. Yeah, it just gives me a quick preview of what the slide is having. Yeah. Then where you can format it, it's here. You can come here and change the type, color, all those things from this side here at the customizer group. Yeah, that's how you can add design slides. That's how you can design slides. Sorry. So inserting images, also that is very simple. I just come to the insert tab. You can see every time you want to add something into the presentation, always come to insert. Yeah, insert. It's just inserting things here. So pictures in the images group. Pictures is for adding pictures that are on your computer. Screenshot, you basically take a screenshot of something on your computer, then to pop up in your current slide. Then photo album, this one here is rarely used, but it's just adding multiple images into your slide. Yeah, so pictures, you come select this device or online pictures. In case you want a picture that you don't have, you come to your online pictures to open up this small pop-up box. If you have a good connection, of course, you won't delay like mine. Just close this for purposes of time. Yeah, so you to basically just bring for like a small searching box, then you type in what you want. Maybe if you want pictures of air pollution or how water is being polluted, you just type in water pollution, then it will give you what you need. Then in the media group at the end, it is going to show you the video icon, audio, and screen recording. Yeah, screen recording. If you're using a low-end PC, I don't advise you to use this because your PC can easily close your presentation if it freezes too much, and you lose all your work. So don't use screen recording. Always maybe first record, then after you bring in, but don't screen record from clicking this icon here if you're using a low-end PC. Yeah, don't recommend. Then adding audio, you just come to audio on my PC. You look for where your audio file is. You get it, you select it, maybe it's in your music folder, you select it and you drop it here. Yeah, very simple. Then our video is the same thing, online video if you want, then also video on your PC. Again, to open up this small searching place here, or you search for where your video is. If it's in your desktop, you get it and put it there. Yeah. So now that's, I think, it for maybe this transition and slides, which is here at the top. These transitions, what I can maybe say is that transitions only affect the slides, so they do not affect the maybe if you have pictures, it won't affect your pictures, only affect the slides. And then animations will affect the images. Maybe if you have a video, you don't need to fade in. All those things can be under images, in the image tab. Also it does your text, all those things. So, and then also another tip I can give is when you add in these animations, do not use these complicated things here. If you're making an actual presentation, do not use this complicated maybe split, bounce. These things here, first of all, they make, if you're using a low-end PC, your PC can close down PowerPoint during your presentation, and that's not a good impression. And also it will distract your viewer, your audience. So if you put something like grow and shrink, this thing will be too big and your audience will just get distracted. They'll even forget what you just told them on that slide. So, or use something like appear or fade. These two are the most common and simple ones. Yeah, they'll make your slideshow good, at the same time they don't distract your audience. Yeah, so you can use those ones there. Yeah, same also for this other side of design. Transition. Just use these ones here, these beginning ones, move and fade in. Yeah, those are very simple. They will not distract the viewer. Okay, now we can now start making a proper presentation. So we shall start from the home tab here. So by basically maybe making this one here a different color, because green and green, it comes out, but maybe you can just make it blacker, because since the background is white, it'll be much better to look at. Then this one can stay grayed out. Maybe if you don't want these things, you can maybe just ignore them or just add them to your dictionary. Yeah, so you gave me some types of pollution, which is okay. Maybe now the next thing that you can do is adding in the smart art diagram. That's by basically coming to your text, then you highlight all of it, then you right click on it, then that's when you get description of smart. Now what makes this thing very good and makes your presentation pop out is that it makes your text appear much better. You see, when I hover on it to give me also a preview of what it is. So maybe if I go to this to show me something like that, I go to that to show me something like that. So now, but I wanted to put the other sort of triangle shape and the small things on the side. So that's this last one here. Yeah, so it's called the pyramid list. Now you can again also edit your text, what is in there. Maybe you can say, this was someone told me, it is someone in the chat was saying sound pollution, which is okay. So you change it from here, sound pollution. Yeah, then to come in here at yours. So you can also use the handles. These things on the side are called handles. Then you just drag, maybe you want to drag the triangle and put it somewhere here. Then this one here, I'll drag everything at the same time. Maybe put it here at the side, because I want to put an image here and show you how it looks like. Yeah, then on the second slide here, what we shall do is shall be adding there effects or problems or pollution to the environment. Yeah, so once again I need your participation. Let me put the heading here very fast. Effects of pollution to the environment. So yeah, anyone raise up your hand and
We can't see what you're typing.
you can't see? Okay.
Yes, now we are there.
Okay, so effects of pollution. So when you click this lower box here, that's when you get to type in. But if you don't click it, you will keep typing your title slide, which will not be very good. So effects of pollution. Let me start by giving one, maybe leads to spread of diseases. That's mine. When I press enter, it will automatically create for me a bullet on the next line. Members, you don't know effects of pollution. Feel free to raise up your hand and give. Okay, someone in the chat is saying leads to extinction of living organisms. Someone has said, what is that? Is it disintegration? Let me see. Disintegration of the degradation of the environment. By using big words. Okay, destruction of the environment. Okay, I think those are enough. Okay, contamination of air. Thank you, Sarah, in the chat. Yeah, that also works. So I'm going to first correct that, then after we can move on. Okay, so soil exhaustion. Thank you, Patrick. Okay, now we have put in the effects of pollution, which is good. Thank you for that. So we shall be adding in some pictures to that. Now another thing now we're going to do is adding a chart to the presentation. Adding a chart to your presentation. So now chart we shall do it on the next slide here. Here we're going to talk about pollution. Let us give it a small heading here. Pollution rates in 2018 and 2018, and maybe, yeah, I'm just going to name it pollution rates. Then we shall find the rest from as we move on to 2018 pollution rates. So now adding a chart. So you can see now in that lower box where I'm currently in, you'll see these small icons here. This is for inserting a table, inserting a chart. The smart art graphic that I showed you earlier in the second slide. This is for 3D models, online pictures. So these ones here can also quickly help you add something. So now, but for that case, maybe let's say you have typed in something. Yeah, if you have typed in something like trees, you can see those things disappear. And now what you'll have to do is use the tabs to manually insert in. Yeah, so you will come to this insert area. You look for transition group. Then this is where you'll find the chart icon here for adding in a chart here, a chart. So, but then by a chart, they'll give you other types of charts. They won't make you use one type of chart. So we have all the types of charts that are available in Microsoft PowerPoint. There's line, there's pie, bar, area, X and Y scatter, map, stock, surface, radar. All these are charts that can help you. So we shall be using the let me see. Let's just use the column, because it's already selected and it's simple. So you select that you want front line, you select front pie, you select. So I shall be using column. Then you shall press OK down here. So what will happen? It will open first a small Excel part. It's like a table where we shall be inserting in the values that will be going into the chart. So just like that, you can see at the bottom part, it has added for us a small Microsoft Excel table here. So category 1 is what is going to go on the lower part. Now this part where there's categories and series is what will go on this side on the y-axis side. Yeah, so series. So now category, let us put here let us put here the what. So we're talking about pollution rates. Let me see. So we can basically just put there the years are on the category. Then on the part where the series, we shall put in the different cities. So here we shall put in the like cities, okay, like different cities in Uganda. I'm just going to put in like Ginger, sorry. Put in what? Kampala. By the members, maybe one bonus I can give you from here. Let me put back what was here. So you can see, let's say now there was this word just like this. If you want to delete, you can delete using this normal delete, but let's say now your cursor is in the middle here. So to delete to the right side, you will press the delete button on your keyboard. To delete to the right side. Then this one delete to the left. Yeah, that's another tip. So we can put here Kampala. Maybe we shall put Jira. That's enough. I think that's enough. Maybe if I want to add, let me put in yeah. Okay, then here in the series is where we shall put the year. So here don't forget to put the heading of what you're putting in that particular box. So maybe those ones are gonna be districts. So here in the series we shall put in the years 2018. Let me put in 18 so they can be 3. 2019 and 2020.
We can't see that screen.
Oh, you can't see anything. Sorry.
Now it has come.
So remember, so basically what I've done is I've just put here the districts and I've put here the years. Yes, that's what I've done. Sorry about that, member. So now when you close this here, it's going to send everything. Actually, as I'm typing, you can see it as if I'm putting things here. So what I put here is automatically coming into. So let me get out of this 2020 box, and you can see it has already appeared there. So you just press the X button, and then your chart will be generated for you here on your slide. So you can see it has put here the trees. Sorry, this was what I put earlier. So this is the side where the units are. Then this is the districts and the countries down here. So now the next thing I want to do, let us add a new slide using the method of right clicking in the thumbnail area. We shall put in here let's put here let me see, what can we put there? Let's put the solutions here. Solutions, maybe solutions to the problems of pollution. So members, again, I need your attention. Yes, solutions to the problems facing. Solutions to the problems. Solutions to pollution. Sorry, solutions to some pollution. Maybe.
The first point in the chart says planting of trees.
Okay, planting of trees. Thank you. Planting more trees, okay.
Another point says recycling. So the first point was from Sarah. I mean, the first point was from this is Benard. Then the second point is from Sarah. We also have another point, which is about sensitization.
Okay, someone has said
treating wastes from industries. Okay.
So I'm just gonna shut it in and say treating industrial wastes. Okay, those are enough. Thank you, members. Thank you, Barbara. Enforcement of strict laws. Okay.
Yeah, I think those are enough.
Yes, enforcement of strict laws. Thank you, members. Thank you. Yeah, share the recording. Don't worry. Okay, so solutions are the solutions are given us. So now what I want to do next is adding some pictures to at least make our slides look better. Yeah. So now first of all, I used to have some presentations with my friends, but some of them used to tell me that they cannot find pictures to some things, but that's not true. There always have to be a picture about what you're going to be presenting at. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be in your computer, but it can be in the internet. So you'll have to actually you actually have to open Google and then search what you want. So let me open my browser here.
And share that screen.
Yes. Let me share. Okay, so here's my browser. Hope you can see it now. Okay, so now the browser is here. So you can always search for it. So we shall be looking for, let me see. Why did we stop? We can types of pollution. So let me just look for examples of air pollution. Probably they're going to show us like is releasing smoke. Let me just type here air pollution. Like just like that. You already search on Google, then you go to this images side here on the top. So it will show you some few images of pollution. Then you can select that you think fits your presentation. So I'm just going to select this first one here. And the way if you want to save the image in your computer in high quality, always first click on it and let it first load up on the side. Yeah, but usually let it load up on the side. Let me use this one. Yeah, let me use this one here. So let it load up on the side. Let it load until you see it's clear. That's when you can know it's now clear and ready to be saved into your computer. So you can first save, but the first way is just to copy your image. Just copy the image, then you go to your presentation. Then where you want to paste the slide, you want to paste it on. First click on it, then you press Ctrl V to paste, or you right click and select paste here. So Ctrl V. Yeah, so now this is our image. But now you can see the image is all over the place. It's in our work and it doesn't look like it's covering the title even. So it doesn't look good. So you have to like use the handles. These small things you're seeing on the corners and the edges of the image are called handles. So use those handles to resize your image by simply clicking and dragging up to where you want, select it. But I recommend you not to use these ones here, because this ones here will distort your image. This is what has happened now. The image doesn't look realistic. So Control Z to undo, or you can use this to undo. I'm going to undo right here. Use the corners, the ones in the corners. The corners will resize all the sides, so it will keep the image the way in its realistic form. So put it where you want, maybe somewhere there. Then for the third slide, it said effects of pollution in the environment. Maybe this will to the spread of diseases. So I'm going to use maybe extinction of living organisms. So let us look for a picture. Maybe I just type effects. Maybe they'll give me something that's relevant. Effects of pollution. Okay, let's use pollution. So you can see now. Let me use this one here because it's a bit clear. You can see it's just basically showing us here one side. It shows us one side is okay and one side is destroyed. Yeah, so that's what happens actually when you overpollute the environment. So let it load up. Okay, I think it has now loaded up. So again, I'll copy the image, go back to my presentation, and the way I'm doing this is by pressing Alt on the keyboard and holding Tab and clicking Tab simultaneously. Like it will keep on sending that box. So go to the one that you want to like open up instead of going down here and yeah, that's another tip. So Control V. Contact me for more information. I don't know why it does that. So you can now put in. Now this one's already having a good size, so I'll just put it like down here below. That looks okay. Then the last one here talks about planting more trees. This is solutions to the pollution. I'm going to search for planting trees. See what they can give me. Planting trees. So you have to just make sure the picture is related to what you're talking about in your presentation. Planting trees. So I'm going to just use let me use this one here. But what is this? Can a tree really grow like this in soil? Let me use this one here. So leave it to load up. Now it has loaded up. You can see it's very clear. It's now crisp. So I copy the image, come back to my presentation and paste. So it's too big again, I can resize it. Okay, so now these images, you see how it is looking. If I press somewhere here, like you can see it's just like flat on the slide, and you have to maybe add an outline on the edge to make your presentation pop. So if you have time, you can do those things. So when you click on it and then come to the top here where it says format, you see you have these extra things there. You can add format. Yes, format. So you can adjust the contrast color. You can maybe reduce the saturation, picture styles, picture borders. So just do something very basic. Maybe if you want even to crop it, if the image is not like that, if you have maybe things that you don't want to maybe add in, you can crop. Now like this top part here is having too much unwanted space. I can press this crop tool here. I press up here, then I use this handles here. I resize. I bring it maybe up to here. And after I'll press the crop tool again and to crop it out. So it has cropped for me the image. So now I want maybe to add like a small shadow on it because it's very, very flat. So you come to picture effects here. Then these are all the things you can add. You can make it into a 3D image. You can make it into a bevel. Bevel just makes it like have a texture, like makes it pop out like a 3D image also. Soft edges to make the edges curve or to fade into the image. Then glow to just add a small color on the outlines that fades out. Reflection, that one is self-explanatory. Shadow, then presets. So shall just add a small shadow. I'm going to use this one here, and here it is. Maybe if I select this thing here, you can now adjust your shadow by maybe the size. I can maybe have the size increase. The size will basically push out your image a bit. Push out the shadow. So I push it out like this just a bit. Then I can blur it out so it doesn't look too plastic. Yeah, maybe like that. You can see now, at least now that image is much better. It doesn't look flat on the slide. So those are the basic adjustments that you can do to your presentation. Now we're going to now add in some transitions. Then we shall move on to another software. So the reason why I'm spending more time on PowerPoint because the other softwares, the other presenting softwares are similar to this one here. So there will not be too much to explain when I've already explained most of it from here. So now on this slide here, I don't recommend you to put a lot on the beginning slide because when you press start slideshow, you don't want it to first show that black screen before it begins showing your presentation. So you just maybe if you want, you can come and put in a fade. Yeah, but I don't recommend putting anything on this first line. Maybe what you can do is maybe animate your title. Come to animate. Remember I told you these ones transitions only affect the slides. Animations affect the text and your pictures. So you come here to animations. Someone is in the chat is saying, is it possible to put the picture right behind the text from ProCK? So yeah, it's possible. I'll show you how to do that in a minute, or I can do it now before even I forget. So when you come to your image, let's say you want to put this image behind this text here. You can see when I hover, it goes on top. Hopefully there's wrap text. When you come to format here, yeah, it's now. So now it's here. Send back, bring forward. So when you put it, let's say I want to put it behind this text, I'll put it right there, just like that. Then you'll look for send back, and then send to back, send back. Yeah, I think it's this one. You can see now the words are behind your. I'm sorry, the image is behind the words. Yeah, behind your text. So that's why you can do it by using the send back feature here. Also, I saw someone answered their question. Someone else is asking, is it possible for you to use that picture in the background of the slide? Yeah, it's possible. Basically, what you're going to do, because you can see now the picture. Sorry, the picture is big enough to fit on the whole. No, let me first this. In the picture, you come here, select send to back. So you can see now the picture is now behind everything, behind the title, behind. So what you're going to do is just put it like in the corner here, then you resize it. So you resize it just like this, maybe like that. Now you can see now I'm using the picture as the background instead of using the themes. So this is how you can actually use your use your picture as your background. Yeah. Someone has asked me, apart from PowerPoint, which other app can we? Now I'm going to show you. Yes, I'm going to show you. Yeah, from Favor. Thank you. So, yeah, then the rest of the guys, please behave. Okay. So the rest I'll answer towards the end. So yeah, that's another way you can also use your images in your PowerPoint. So now let's move on. I was going to show you the transitions. So in the transitioning, so now in the pollution text here, we're going to now put in just a simple fade. Remember I told you if you put in a lot of animations, you distract the viewer from the presentation. Yeah, and they'll end up forgetting what you're telling them. So I'm going to just put in fade, and then it will show me a preview. You can see it went off and came back. Just show me a preview. Then this number one thing here will show me that what it means. It means that what is behind this number one is what will appear first when the slide comes. Yeah, so anything that doesn't have that number one is like embedded with the slide. So when the slide comes on, it will come on with whatever is there. If it doesn't have such a number. So now if I put maybe also if I also animate my name, it will come in as number 2. So come in, suppose come in, let me first show you. So I think maybe now because the title is supposed to be with this subtitle, to not show you, but I'll show you from here where there's text on this slide number 3. But it will come in that order that you're putting the animations. Yeah, so now on this next slide 2, maybe you can also animate the picture. Same way, you come to animations, selecting the animation that you want to show you a preview, and then to name it, yes, number 1 here. Yeah, same for this area here. Maybe I can also come and put in a fade. You can see now this is 1, this is 2 in the order. So if you keep on putting it in order like that, you just keep on naming them in order. Yeah, just like that. And then every time you add a transition or animation in a particular slide, it will show you the small star here on there near the slide number at the corner. I don't know if you can see it. To show you a small star here, meaning that there's some sort of animation on that particular slide. Yeah, that's how you can know that your animation has gone through. So same for this one, I put in a small fade and it will come out just like that. So now on slide number 3 is where I'll put in I'll fade in the title, fade. Then I'll come into these words and I'll fade all of them at the same time. By highlighting all of them, then I press fade. So all of them will come in as number 2. You can see all of them have number 2 on the side. All of them have number 2. So they all come in second at the same time. And I also put in the image to come in third. And there it is now number 3. Then also same for here. Pollution rates, fade. The chart, fade. Coming here. Now for this one here, I'm not going to fade in the background, the image, because I'm using it as the what? As this. Now, let me first remove this shadow here. It's because we added a shadow earlier. I want to remove that shadow. I want to leave it on just like that. I'll remove the shadow. So now we're using it as the background of the slide. So I'll not put any transition on it, because if I put any transition, it will first show me the slide, then to show me this image, and it will not look good. So I'll only animate the words. So I'll come to animations, fade in that, then also fade in Control Z to undo. So I wanted to highlight all of this, the text, and I'll press fade in. Yeah, so they all come in at the same time. Yeah. So now let us have a quick preview of the slideshow. But before we do that, I want to show you the different ways in which you can start a slideshow. So the first way is by using this, go into the slideshow tab and then come into the slideshow group here, start slideshow group. So we have from the beginning, from current slide, online present. No, I don't think so. We shan't be using these ones, only these 2 here. So from the beginning, self-explanatory, to start from the first slide, from current slide to start from the slide that you're on. If I'm on this slide and I press from current slide to start from this slide, if I'm on this slide and I press from beginning to start from the beginning, not from this current slide. So start from the beginning. Also another way is by using F5 on your keyboard. F5 is a shortcut for starting your slideshow from the beginning. So I'll press from the beginning, and here it is now. So you can see now what I was saying. The pollution word is not there. It will first show me the slide and then show me. Then when I press next, it will show me the pollution slide. The pollution word or text. Also now another way to move forward, another way to go to the next, or to progress to move forward in your presentation, is by using up and down arrow keys. That one's common. Then also left and right arrow keys, and then space bar will also just keep on playing forward, but it will not take you back. But for the arrow keys, up will take you forward, down will take you back. Right will take you forward, and left will take you back. Then also there's enter. When you press enter, it takes you forward only. Then also there's mouse click. You can use your mouse. Mouse click will take you forward. Yeah. So let us use forward. Let us use forward. So I've pressed forward here. So now it's showing me types of pollution. Then to show me now the picture. These pictures are fading in, just that they may come in freezing in the presentation, but still the same. They are fading in. So I also fade in the triangle here. Then also I'll go to the next slide. Fade in the effects, the title here. Fade in the actual effect. Then the pictures down here. You can see fades in very well. Then after it will come into the chart slide. Fade in. Come here. Now you can see it. I did not know I'm using this. Remember I said I'm using this as a background, so it doesn't have any effect on it. To just come on the slide. Then after again I'll fade in the title and fade in the text. Then I continue to show me end in slideshow, and then press to click to exit, or I just press again back the button that I was using. I just press it and to just cut me back to the editing part here. Yeah, so I think, yeah, so I've covered most of the things I wanted to cover. These are the things you as a learner should know if you want to make a presentation. Yeah, so before I move on to maybe the next part, maybe anyone would like to ask any questions. Okay, someone in the chat here said, are those pictures you're using found in that app, or you always need to have them on your device, like the pictures you're using to describe the words? Are you writing, did you water pollution? Thank you. I remain trustful. Okay. So now she's asking if the pictures are on my computer. So now the pictures are not on my computer, on internet. Maybe you came in the middle of the presentation, but I went to internet and searched the picture that I wanted. So if I want maybe water pollution, you will go to Google, google.com. Members, use Google. Google always give you what you want. Yeah, go to google.com, or if you're using Chrome, Google will be your default search engine. So you just type in this area here what you want. Maybe if it's water pollution. It will give you this kind of screen. So you have to come to the images part up here. You click on it, then to load for you all the pictures that Google can give you out. Yeah, so you can see this is oil pollution. This is oil pollution. So yeah, so now this is how I got the image. So you click on it. So I want to use that image. Just click on it once. Left click on it once. Then you'll come to the image here. Let it load like for something like 5 seconds, depending on your internet speed. Then you right click on it. After it has finished loading, copy image. Come to your presentation. Come back to your presentation. Then you'll paste. So maybe if I want to paste on this one here on the main slide, just come and right click and select paste. Control V, yeah. Then you resize. If it doesn't look pleasant to you, you resize like that. Put it where you want, maybe somewhere here. Resize it a bit more, just like that. So now that's why I added the image. That is favor. So now the next one, someone's asking me, how do you get all these pictures? Melinda, I've just showed you how to do that. Yes. And then about hyperlinking. Hyperlinking, members, you don't need. Okay. So let me fix it. So hyperlinking, you don't need to know hyperlinking. Hyperlinking is for people who are using this thing for advanced users. Yeah. For you, what you need to know is what I've showed you. Leave alone hyperlinking. Please repeat the transition part. Okay, I'll do that soon. Then how is it possible for music to? Yes, please.
Let's answer that person who wanted how to hyperlink. Let's do that together. We are going to link slide 1 to maybe slide 2. So go under insert.
You would have told me already. Under insert.
Yes, under insert. Okay, then from there, we are going to get what we call an action button. So you can come under shapes, then scroll down this one. So here we have these different action buttons, so we can pick like that one, and then we come and draw it around there. So we shall use that button to link it to the next slide. So here it says link to, so next slide. Okay, and then you press OK. So how does it work? It means that if you are in slideshow and then you click on the button here, it will take you to the next slide. That's what it means. Then you do the same for slide 2 and slide 3. You can proceed. Thank you.
Okay, hyperlinking. Okay, so someone else was asking me talk about something on font size. Okay, font size is let us go to maybe one of these slides. So font size is basically the size of your text, how big or small it is. So if I want maybe to make this particular text here large, I'll select it, highlight it, come to this area here. You can see it says, it just shows a number, but this is the font size. Font size, this is the actual font. So you come to font size, then you select the font you want. So you can see that as I'm hovering, it's just increasing as the number gets bigger. So maybe I use 44. You can see that's now your font, your font size. Then if you want to maybe add in maybe another different type of font, you can come here and select another font that you want, and you can see now it looks different from the rest. Yeah. So let's see now. Another one is asking, each slide has its weight. Can a picture fit on one slide plus the notes? So it's now a matter of resizing, members, because you cannot just bring a big picture, put it on top here and just leave it. So you have to resize. If it's very big and you see it's covering most of your work, even if you move it to the side, you can see it's still covering work. Resize it, come here, reduce it like this, put it the way you want, maybe somewhere here, and then it will come out. Yeah, so maybe you're asking about this slide. Here we're just using the picture as the background. That's why it looks like it's covering all the work, but we're just using it as a background. So now, members, another thing, if you want to do such a thing, you see how your pictures just enter the background. You're not seeing most of the words. Pollution is ending letter N, but the N is disappearing in that tree. You can come select everything by triple clicking to select the whole line. Then you come and add a shadow, because the shadow, like, add the small black thing on it that will make it at least come out a bit more. Yeah. Then what are qualities of a good presentation? Qualities of good presentation, that's a good question. So members, PowerPoint presentation is not a software that you're supposed to just put in a lot of text. The reason why people think it's bad is because people put in a lot of text, and presentation is more, PowerPoint is more of a visual tool. So you have to use more pictures than text. So if you have a slide that's having more text than pictures, my friend, it's very boring. Maybe even you should have used Word document. So when you come to PowerPoint presentation, use more pictures to make your presentation more visual. And you know, humans grasp more visuals than this text. So when you show someone a tree, it will stick in their mind because they will see trees everywhere and they'll know it's a tree. Yeah, so use more images than text. Okay. How can we send our presentation to a teacher? Can you send it through WhatsApp? Yes, of course you can send it through WhatsApp. You can use your emails. I'll show you how to do that briefly. Then make a slideshow and we go. Okay, no problem. So members, so I think that's basically what I can tell you from here. Let me now show you how to use your device, using your device for to make a presentation. So I'm going to now share my device. So members, what you're seeing there is now my phone showing you the app called WPS. So I'm going to show you how it looks like, how to download it, and then we shall go to how to use it. So WPS, I don't know what it is in full, but it's like the most common app that you can use for making a presentation on a phone. So WPS, this is how the icon looks like. It's down here. WPS Office. Yeah, so you go to your Play Store or App Store for those who are using iPhone. Then you search for that WPS, just like this. Oh, I've put the phone in airplane mode. Yeah, but you'll find it in your Play Store. Let me log in. Sorry, connect the internet. Okay. So when you search for that WPS, this is how it is going to look like on your screen. So you come, if you haven't installed it, this will show you install. So you press install to download into your phone, then you open it. So yeah, so now since me already opened it, let us go to the app. Yeah, so now when you open it, when it's your first time, you will not see these things here. These are previous some of the previous work I was doing on it. So but this is what we are doing on the computer, on the Microsoft PowerPoint. So I want to use this as an example. So I'm going to click on it. Or maybe I should have showed you even how to start a presentation. Just a minute. Okay, so now to start a new presentation on WPS, you shall look for this plus sign here, this big red button here. This is what is for. It just means add. So when you press on it, it will show you the formats that you can add as a presentation on this WPS. Yeah, just like that. You can add in a doc, you can add in a PPT, means PowerPoint. Excel is the same Excel of computer. So you shall use PowerPoint. I don't know why this phone has rebelled on me today. Just a minute, members. Let us restart WPS. Yeah. No, the phone is just on this. Okay, meanwhile, let us first look at Google Slides. Let us go to Google Slides.
Yes, we can look at Google Slides as your phone stabilizes.
All right. Okay, Google Slides. Let me now reshare the browser. So Google Slides. So as you can see here, just search Google Slides on Google. So when you search for Google Slides, it will just show you this. But another way in which you can open Google Slides by, maybe if you make a new tab and you're signed in.
Can share your screen? Share your screen, okay.
Okay, so I was saying another way you can open Google Slides apart from searching it from Google like this is by opening a new tab. Then when you're signed in to your Google Chrome with your email, you'll see these small boxes here on the side here. So these are basically all the apps that are available on this Google. So this is where you'll find the Google Slides, even this Google Doc, all those things, Google Drive, everything is here. So you slide down to the very bottom. Oh, sorry, it's even here at the top. Sorry. Here, Google Slides. This is how it looks like. So you select Google Slides, then it will open. And then the same thing from here, you'll also come and select this first option here and to open the same way it's opening on this side. Okay, so blank presentation and more themes, just like from the other side. So if it's your first time again, they will ask you to take a tour, but blank presentation, if you want to start a new one, also you have some themes there if you want to save time. let us make a blank presentation here. Sorry about my internet speed. Okay, so now here are the tabs. Here are the tabs like for Microsoft PowerPoint. We have edit, view, insert, format. So it's still loading up. Things are still coming up. Showing me themes here on the side. So things are still loading here very well. But meanwhile, I can tell you also. Now the thing about this Google Slides, what makes it unique from Microsoft is that you can actually have two people editing this thing at the same time. Two people can edit a PowerPoint at the same time. You just need an internet connection. One person connects, then you'll share the link to this particular presentation that you're on. Then a person will join in and will also edit at the same time as you're also editing. So yeah, that's a feature from here from this Google Slides. So yeah, everything is here. You can type in your presentation. Yeah, these are just themes, but I can close it to save space. Yeah, then you can also add a new slide here just by right clicking, also same way, or using Control M as a shortcut. Then you click it to add for you a new slide. So now become a text and content slide. Yeah, so then also adding images is also here, right here, insert image. You come press this, you can search from web or get from your computer and upload. Yeah, since this is online, it's called uploading. It will upload. And it will take more time than the time it spends when it's just on your computer, like for PowerPoint. Yeah, then insert all your things, all your basic inserting things are here. You have your chart, you have your pie chart, your lines are here. Word art, of course, I forgot to mention about word art, but it's also there here. Then format, you have to first select something to format. Let me go to this this first. So format. Now you can format. Now you can format text, bold, italics. Those things are here in format. Then also slide. This is where you start your adding, delete or duplicate or skip. Then yeah, those are the basic things here. So I think now the phone is now ready. Let me now share. Okay. So I was saying, members, that to start a new slide is you use this big red button here that has a plus sign. Then when you click it, it will show you the different types of documents you can create here. So we are going to be looking at PowerPoint for our presentation here. So I'll select PowerPoint. Now this one is a mobile version, so it will be a little bit squeezed, but it will still give you results. So you'll come to your blank. These are again more themes. You see, will show you more themes before you start, before you choose your blank text. So you choose blank text here, and here is now it looks very basic, but actually this PowerPoint, this one is more powerful than even Google Slides and PowerPoint and Chrome. Google Slides and PowerPoint. You just need to learn how to use it. So you again add in your titles. Adding a slide is much easier. You just have to click this plus sign here, and then it will ask you also which kind of slide you want to add. So you select this one here, the layout. You add again to say which type. You select this one. You can see you just keep on adding slides. You drag to see all the slides you have. And then now editing text. Let's say now we have gone to slide 2 and I've typed in something. So your keyboard will pop up like this. Maybe I'll put in the same pollution, just like that. Then after you come, you first put down the thing. Now to edit this text, you first click on it. Click once. When you see these words, just ignore them. Just come and click these small boxes you're seeing in the corner here, and those words will go away. Yeah. So now this is where you edit it from. You can now make it bold by using this bold function, or you can change the color, text color from here. When you scroll down, you have more functions here, like center line and right align. Spacing is here. Even font is the type of font you want to change your font. You come to this section here to load up more fonts, and then you change your font from there. Yeah, so all the fonts are here with their particular previews. Size is here. What else? We have align text. Okay, all these things are here. Then if you want to add a small text box, your choice. Then here in the file section, this is where you save your document after finishing. Then this is where you start your slideshow. You press play, current page or first page, then to start your slideshow. Insert, here's where you put in your shapes. The hyperlink you're talking about is also here. Transitions and animations are all here. Designs, yeah. So WPS also has everything you need in a normal presentation. So since I have nothing here, I won't save this. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's basically what I can. You can just be going through some questions in the meantime. So try calling it. I'm not listening. I don't know if it's only me, Martin. I don't know. By now someone would have told me.
Okay, thank you, our facilitator. That is a good one. We can have a few questions. You can use the chat as well. Meanwhile, as we get questions, I would also come in and share something with you.
Okay. So
we are very grateful for you joining this session. Today we have been looking at creating a PowerPoint presentation both on desktop and mobile. Our facilitator has been Nimungu Macarvin. He's one of the Yaka students. He's in senior 5, and he has been able to deliver this. And then we need to know Yaka basically. In the chat, I see Chiza Francis asking about explain the uses of different layouts in presentation. Okay, we are going to handle that. So Yaka Digital Network basically is providing education to most people. And at Yaka, we also believe that education is the most powerful tool you can use to change the world. This was a quote from Nelson Mandela, and it still stands. So we are giving learning to many more who are not in class. We are enabling learning anytime, anywhere, and on any gadget. We are making learning less expensive and less demanding. We are making learning practically continuous we are making learning practically continuous experience. We are making learning fun and enjoyable. More to that, we are fulfilling the promise of better education for all. So these sessions will be coming on. Like today, we have been looking at creating a PowerPoint presentation both on mobile and desktop. Next Friday, we shall be looking at digital photography. Next time, we shall look at career building and inspiration session. More to that, we shall look at digital learning, gadgets handling, apps and best practices, and many more sessions. So we basically need to see education at Yaka, e-learning at Yaka Digital Network. So basically at Yaka, we have online course subscription where you can continue learning and be like this learner who has been facilitating us in creation of PowerPoint, even better. Last time we had creation of graphics led by a P3 learner. Today we have been looking at creation of PowerPoint by a senior 5 learner. Even more learners will be coming on board, and more other expert staff at the UMC. So if you want to join Yaka, basically we have these services. If you want to have online classes, This can be accessed through www.yaka.cc/subscribe to learn. You can decide to pay either monthly at 100,000 or yearly at 500,000. We also have download subjects where you can access those subjects. You buy them in the shop at yaka.cc/shop. Each subject is at 10,000. Then if you want subjects for a class, maybe primary 1, primary 2, primary 7, a bundle at 30,000. Then when it comes to secondary, all subjects at 50,000, but one subject is 10,000. Then we also have Educare service. This Educare service, you subscribe to study from the site at educare.bz. We have there an offer. You subscribe to access content for a full year. For example, if you need primary 7 content, you can access it for a full year at 50,000. Let's say you want also senior 5, senior 6, all the content is there. You can access it at that price for a full year. Then in the chat, okay, Carvin, most people are thankful. Well done. Okay. We shall bring more sessions. I see others need sessions for Excel. We shall bring them on board. Let me receive these 2 hands from Henry. Henry, the mic is not on. Pasco, can unmute.
Thank you, Benard, and thank you, Mark Calvin, for that wonderful presentation. I'm also adding a voice to Benard's comments about different skills we are having, these different skill sessions. So if you also are a student out there and you have some skill to pass on other students, please, you can come forward and then register, and we see how you can carry out that session, like how Calvin has done. So if you're confident that you can take off a presentation in some skill, please come forward and so that we can arrange, give you a session so you can train your fellow students. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Pasco. Yes, we shall bring more sessions. I see people need sessions on website designing, sessions on Excel. These ones we shall be organizing them, and communication will be passed everywhere, like the way you have been accessing. And for those who have sent in their phone numbers, their emails, this communication will be sent to you once these sessions are on, and much more. Someone is asking, can I learn on Yaka without buying a device from Yaka? Yes, you can learn from your computer, you can learn from your phone. It is not that to learn on Yaka, you have to buy a gadget from Yaka. No, you can learn from your gadgets. That is open. And then for those maybe who need to buy gadgets, Yaka has those gadgets. We have tablets, we have computers, you can access them. Let me pick a hand from Jude. Unmute and speak. Jude. Jude, you're welcome. Jude. Hello, Jude. Yes, you're breaking. Okay, I thank everyone who has been attending and active participation. Let me check in the chat. How much are the gadgets? The tablets go for 800,000, and then computers, these ones depend on the, let's say the gadget you want. Is it a dual core? Is it an i3? Is it an i7? But the gadgets you buy from Yaka, we give you also pre-installed Yaka. But at least at 1.7, you can get a gadget, especially laptops from Yaka and above. Tablet computers range from 800 and plus. Okay, more questions to attend to. Jude, try again. Unmute. Jude? Jude, sorry, you can put the communication in the chat. Put the communication in the chat, I will respond to you. So if we have no more questions about the session that McCarvin handled, I really thank you for listening and for your active participation. May God bless you. Yes, a hand from Pasco. Pasco, unmute.
Those who have submitted their numbers so that session we can call you upon, and please keep sharing them in the chat so we can capture.
Okay, someone is asking for the recordings. These recordings will be shared to your different social media platforms. Also, those who provided emails, we shall send the recordings to your emails. Someone is asking, do you have hard drives? Yes, they are available. You can make your order and get one. It depends on the capacity that you need. We can continue sharing your mails, your phone numbers, so that you can get updates as more sessions are being scheduled and when they will be available. Okay, keep sharing in the chat.